Dodgers made some sneaky good moves. They swept the A's, and they're looking to do the same against the Padres.
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to Lad Talk. It's been a little while, Mason, but we're back.
Yeah. Took a little hiatus, but you know what? The Dodgers weren't on one.
They looked really good. They made some sneaky good moves at the deadline.
Yep. Under the radar, nobody's talking about it for some reason.
Why is nobody talking about it?
I mean, Rosario's a great pickup. I think he's going to be pretty much our everyday middle infielder, whether that's at short or second. He's got the bat. He's got the glove. He made a spectacular play yesterday. Did
That
you
was
see
outstanding.
It? You saw it?
Caught it in the web.
Barely
spin
got it.
through it. Ding, 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 ding.
Off his butt. Made the play.
Made the
It
play.
was great.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So the Dodgers made some under the radar moves. They brought in some guys to add some depth.
Yes.
You got Lance Lynn. You got Joe Kelly, help out the pitching staff a little bit.
Yep.
As you said, brought in Ahmed Rosario. Kike Hernandez is back. Oh, you gotta love it. The rally banana.
You know what? He was having a very subpar season, especially this season. But you know what? He just hasn't been the same since leaving. He said he just feels so much more comfortable being home, and obviously you're having different fans go to different games. But he's had, a really loud welcoming this entire week he's been back.
Everybody loves Kike.
Everybody loves Kike, and he's producing. He's hitting the ball hard. Yeah.
And I really like what he does for the clubhouse.
Yes. Keeps it loose.
Brings
keeps
a lot
it
of
fun.
energy. Everyone's doing a little bit of this now, doing a little dancing. If you're Will Smith or Freddie Freeman, it looks more like this.
Yeah. No hips.
No hips.
What make
Their
you
hips.
dance?
Their hips do lie.
Yeah, they lie a lot. Hit the ball though. I don't care.
That's right.
I don't care.
I went on a little vacation. That's why we haven't been podcasting. I'm back now. Well, I missed quite a bit.
Yeah, lots been going on. Dodgers been kicking butt, still in first place. Arizona's been kicking their own butt because they're 7.5 games back in third place now. So that sucks for them. Good for us. And now the pesky Giants are still 3 games back. They're here and there, but now they're going to play the A's for 3 games, which we swept. So we gotta do really well against San Diego because they're probably going to beat Arizona. They're probably going to beat the A's, and if they don't, then that's why they're in second place. What's up?
The D-backs, we knew they were going to go into a losing streak at some point.
Took longer than we thought.
They don't have the roster that's built for 162 games.
Nope.
And now they're not even in one of the 3 wild card spots.
They're a game and a half out of the 3rd spot for the wild card. Yeah, not looking good. Giants are the first team. I think they're a couple games up in first of the wild card. So, yeah, Arizona's got to step it up.
That's right.
Hopefully they don't, but
hopefully not. What I really liked about their deadline moves, they didn't have to give up too much.
They give up nearly nothing, including Noah Syndergaard, who did nothing. So, which was great.
That's what I love about that trade so much. Not only do you bring in a guy, Ahmed Rosario, who's really hot right now. He has some speed. He plays some solid defense for you.
It's
former
the
number 1 prospect.
Oh, for the
Mets.
The Mets, and they gave him up for Lindor. That's right.
And then also at the same time, you get rid of Noah Syndergaard,
who did nothing for you. He was more of a liability every time he's on the mound. And you know what? He just takes up a spot that didn't need to be there. He just didn't need to be there. So, good job, Dodgers.
2 for 1 special.
And like you were saying, Kike and Rosario, but then they just got 3 arms, which they needed. Lance Lynn having his arguably worst season, but you know what? That's what the Dodgers do. They fix people. He came out, albeit it was against the A's. But you know what? They're pros. They're still big leaguers. They did smack him with a couple home runs. Luckily, just solo shots, which you can get away with. But the Dodgers are going to fix him. He looked really good. You get Joe Kelly back. You know what? I know a lot of people don't really like him. He's not as consistent as you would want your bullpen to be. But you know what? He's got really filthy stuff. And he's a veteran. It's good to have a veteran down in the bullpen to kind of help settle everybody down. And then you get Yarbrough.
The Yarbrough man.
Yarbrough. Just activated him yesterday, the 4th. So hopefully going to see him in this series against San Diego, maybe. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. Do you think they're going to have him start or just come out of the pen?
I don't believe that he is lined up for a start. You got Michael Grove going today, Lance Lynn tomorrow, and then Gonsolin. So we'll likely see his debut when they head off to Arizona.
Okay. But you know what? We needed the arms. They did what they could. Who's the dude, I don't want to say fool, but idiot, who didn't want to come from the Tigers?
Eduardo Rodriguez.
Apparently,
instead of playing in meaningful games and playing in front of 50,000 fans,
going for a postseason run,
he would rather be a loser and continue to play meaningless games in Detroit.
It is what it is. I read an article that said it had nothing against the Dodgers. I mean, why would you have anything against the Dodgers? They win. Great dugout, great place to play, everybody says. It had to do with, his family's comfortable in Detroit, blah, blah, blah. But I also think it has to do with money because he's probably just going to opt out of his contract and sign somewhere else anyway. Maybe the Dodgers will get him then. But that sucks.
That does suck.
Him. It sucks for him.
It would have been a really, really great arm for the Dodgers to have.
Sure.
Kind of curious who they would have given up to get him. He is a higher end arm. Probably would have had to give up a little bit more than they did for these other guys. Yarborough, you gave up Devin Mann and Derlin Figueroa, a couple minor league guys. Didn't give up much for Lance Lynn and Joe Kelly. Trace Thompson went in that trade. You also gave up a pitching prospect, Nick Nastrini, and another pitching prospect named Jordan Leisure.
But then they also just traded a couple guys for cash, which was interesting. We didn't even know about until right before this podcast. Give up Bickford for cash. Alaric was also in that deal to the Mets. Bickford just couldn't figure it out this year. He had some good outings for us the last couple years, but just couldn't get it going this year. I sent those guys away for cash. You also sent Justin Brule to the Rockies for cash. I think it was kind of a 2-for-1 type of thing. You get some cash, free up some payroll there, but then also you free up those roster spots. Yes, that's what.
For other guys who are coming back, such as Ryan Pepio, he was activated. Yeah. He's in AAA. He's going to be there for a little while and get ready to make his return.
He's a little bit more seasoned. He helped us a lot last year, and obviously having like all these rookies are this year, it's not as great as we'd want him to be. But you know what? He pitched so well in spring training, and then 2 days before the season starts, we haven't seen him. Sucks. So yeah, I'm excited to see him come back and just be able to put up some good numbers, some good consistent starts is what we need. We need pitchers to go at least 6 innings for us. Help the bullpen.
These deadline moves and also guys that are going to be returned from the injured list really added some depth.
Yes.
I'd like to see that. Really good under the radar moves for the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
No one's talking about it, but we'll talk about it.
And we'll also talk about how Bueller, they say in a perfect world, best case scenario, will be back in September, which would be fun. That would be awesome.
Please.
Just have him come out of the bullpen.
Please.
No stress, let him pitch 3 innings and then let somebody like Ryan Pepio come in and finish out the rest of the game, hopefully, or something like that. No pressure. Let him come back. You don't want to abuse the arm, but
ease him in.
We need Bueller.
Ease him in.
We need all the help we can get, man.
Bueller.
It's funny, they didn't do
Bueller
what everybody else did, like the Mets, who are last in the division now, pretty much.
Trash.
And then San Diego.
Trash.
We're just 4th and now 10 games back. Oh, nearly, if not already 10 games back.
10 games back, not in wild card contention.
At all.
About 5 games back in the wild
Yeah, they're
card.
they have to jump 4 teams to be able to get in there. The Dodgers didn't do as much as all these other, big headline deals like these other teams did, but you know what? They're still first in the division, still have a chance to go deep in the postseason. And they were really reserved, I think, in the offseason, going into the season, because they're really holding out for everybody next year, which I really think they'll get, because it's not that far away from where he's playing right now.
And they actually win.
West Coast is best coast, and he has always said, I want to win, unlike Mike Trout, who said, I want to be an Angel. Obviously, he's appreciative, but I don't think he's going to stay in LA. I don't think he's going to stay on the Angels. He will stay in LA. Go to the Dodgers.
I agree. Let's hope. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. Let's talk about the Dodgers sweeping the A's.
Fun times.
We've talked all season long about winning the games you're supposed to win.
Yes.
They did just that with the sweep there.
It seems like the All-Star break was what the Dodgers needed, because since coming back, they have been phenomenal. It seems like, I mean, maybe they haven't won every single series, but you know what? They're playing good baseball. The bullpen has actually been the best in the National League, maybe even all of baseball. I'll confirm that, but they definitely have the best ERA since coming back from the All-Star break.
That's what we need. We need a solid bullpen. Pitching wins championships.
Yes.
The first game, we saw Lance Lynn make his debut. As you said, give up those 3 solo shots. But the offense gave you what you needed there. Mookie was 2 for 5 with a homer. He's got 28 now.
He's just on a roll, dude. I don't know. If Acuna wasn't putting up, the 50 and 100 stolen bases, or where the hell he's going to do at the end of the season, if he wasn't doing that, it's either going to come down to Mookie Betts or Freddie Freeman winning the MVP. I definitely think it's going to be between those 3. If it holds out the way they have been, it's going to be Acuna, Freeman, Mookie in the MVP race. National League side.
Speaking of Freeman, he was 4 for 5 in this game. He's red hot, hitting around 500 over the last 2 weeks.
God, that's crazy. I mean, his season average is like 340 now, which, of course, he's behind Luis Arias, who's batting like 487 or something.
Minimum
crazy.
2 hits every game for that guy.
Yeah, he's crazy. So yeah, he's batting realistically, he's batting like 380, which is insane. It's September. It's August, and he's batting 380.
You're like, I agreed with you. Like, it was very correct.
You just have to. I'm right. I'm always right.
Yeah.
But going back to Lance Lynn for a sec, he might have given up those 3 solo shots, but he pitched through 7 innings.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you need.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you need out of your starters, and I'm so happy he was able to do that.
Yeah, we need that longevity. We need guys to pitch deep into ball games. Lance Lynn is a workhorse, so
Yes.
pretty good start for him here. Kike drove in 3 runs in this one. God, you gotta love having him back.
He's driving the ball, dude. He's a fan favorite. He feels comfortable. He just likes playing for a winning team, Sucks to be Boston, but you know what? He likes being home. It's warm. It's friendly. And the fans will love it, dude.
Sucks to Sox.
Stretch, but I'll go with it.
Moving on to the next game. Dodgers winning this one in commanding fashion, 10-1.
Not even close.
Tony Gonsolin with a much better start this
Yes.
time. You're not facing a strong offense over in Oakland, but allowing just 1 run on a home run through 5 innings on 5 hits. Mookie Betts hit a home run, back-to-back games with a homer for Mookie. He's got 29. Ahmed Rosario hitting his first Dodgers home run. Oh, he crushed that ball to right center field.
And that's the thing. He doesn't have to pull the ball. He hits for power everywhere. And it seems like he's really comfortable to play. He swings really hard for how comfortable and how good of an eye. He swings the bat really hard. Seems like hopefully he's going to be able to hit more consistent than maybe Rojas has been this year. Or maybe even Kike. But you know what? Kike's on fire, so I can't really say that. But have a day.
Have a day. Freddie went 3 for 4 in this one. Red hot.
Yeah.
You throw it up there, he's going to hit it.
Yeah.
Also,
Where it goes, nobody knows, but he's going to hit it.
That's right. Hit it where it's pitched. Location.
Can't remember the end.
Miguel Rojas with his first
Yay.
home run of the season. First home run in over a year for Miguel. And he was dancing.
Yeah. No, and they gave him the silent treatment, which is funny because he just kept dancing until they finally swarmed him. He just kept going.
That was a lot of fun. We'll hit him with some of these little hippies.
Freight train.
Hayward hit a home run in this one. Really good offensive showing for the Dodgers. 5 for 9 with runners in scoring position, leaving only 5 guys on base, scoring 10 runs.
You know what? It's kind of scary every time they do that, just because, at least the way that the season has gone, when they score 10 runs or a double-digit game, or they win by 5 or however many, they just blow them out. The next game or two, they can't hit. Not the case this time.
Not the case this time.
Different team.
Going for a sweep of the A's. You had Julio on the mound. He had an outstanding start going. Still only went 5 innings, but allowed just 3 hits, no runs.
Yes, a lot of pitches. That first inning was really shaky. Didn't look good when he was. I think he the first two guys got on base. I think it was a hit and then a hit batter or a walk or whatever it was. And I'm thinking, here we go. But you know what? He was able to battle back, kept the kept everything minimal. Actually, he didn't give up any runs, so that was good. He was able to battle back and get through it. Great start. Need that out of it.
And then Emmett Sheehan out of the bullpen, getting his first career save.
You know,
4 innings,
yeah.
Finished off the ball game. Anytime you get at least 9 outs, it's an automatic save, no matter the score.
Yeah, you know what? He was warming up beforehand, and that made sense now. But in the midst of it, I thought, well, why are they having him warm up if Julio's pitching? And then I saw him actually come in, and I thought, okay, that makes sense. But then I thought, why? Are they just going to have him go out of the bullpen now? I don't know. Maybe it's because they sent him down. In the meantime, now he's in AAA just to allow some room for Yarbrough to come up. So they should bring him back. I don't know when, but yeah, he did great.
He'll be back. He looked sharp.
Really good.
On the offensive side, Freeman raised his average to 341 with a 3-for-5 performance. So at least 3 hits in 3 straight games. He's been on fire. One of those hits was a home run in this one. The only home run for the Dodgers in this game. But driving in a run with that solo shot there. Will Smith went 1 for 5, drove in a run. Ahmed Rosario drove in 2 runs. You had Chris Taylor went 2 for 5, drove in a run. Kike was 2 for 4, so usual suspects.
Yeah, you know what? It's a strong lineup. It's a tough lineup, and you know what? You just got to win the games you're supposed to, and they did this whole series, so good for them.
Deep lineup,
yep.
Lots of depth.
Tough team. Tough team to beat.
Easy team to sweep on the A's side. Tough team to beat on the Dodgers side. Moving on, they headed to San Diego.
The only problem with the A's, the Giants are now going to face 3 games against the A's starting tonight, tomorrow, and then Monday. So we got to win because the Giants are probably going to beat the A's. And if they don't sweep the A's, it's a shocker, and so we got to capitalize.
Dodgers going to San Diego.
I hate playing in San Diego.
You know, it seems like the Dodgers usually don't fare too well in the first game when they go to San Diego, and then usually win the next 2 or 3. This time, it looked like it was going to go that way. Padres were leading 3-1 going into the 7th.
Yeah.
Dodgers added 1 more in the 7th, and then it was that big 8th inning that really kind of...
All with 2 outs.
All with 2 outs.
All with 2 outs. It was funny because I think it was like a leadoff double. The next 2 guys strike out, and I thought, no. But then I thought, you know what? It's not over because we're the best team in baseball with 2 outs. It seems like every other team thinks, we got 2 outs, okay, it's over. Dodgers got 5 runs, went through 2 bullpen pitchers in that 1 inning.
With 2 outs.
Clutch.
And it was just a reminder that the Dodgers are the Padres' daddies.
Yes.
The Padres are losers, 2 games under 500 at this point in the season. No one expected it except for us.
Yeah, we anticipated it. We knew that it doesn't matter how much you spend. Colin, it doesn't matter how much you spend. What's the name? Teller? Who cares? Padres suck. Can't win championships.
Preller. You were looking for
Who
Preller.
cares? You can't buy championships, obviously. And you know what? Other than even Machado, you know, he's not having his best season, but overall, their best hitter, every single one of their hitters, except for Kim, is batting under 280.
Yep.
Kim is their all-star this year, and he's batting 287. So, I mean, they don't have anybody that's batting over 300.
Juan Soto's having a decent year. He homered in last night's ball game.
I would say he's having a terrible year for Juan Soto. Since coming to San Diego, he has not been the Juan Soto of old. And I don't know if that's because he feels he has all this pressure, which is normal to have. But it's the 2nd season. It's almost over, actually, and he's still not batting, above 280.
He's still got the high on base percentage.
Well, that's not going to go away.
Walks, but
he's just not hitting. He's not driving the ball. Yeah, it's not the Juan Soto they were hoping for.
And we got to talk about how this game started. Tatis thought he was hot stuff. Hit the fastball off the plate. He's watching it. He's doing his little thing. And then James Outman goes above and beyond the wall It makes a spectacular catch.
He nearly jumped over the wall. He jumped higher than I think I've seen any outfielder jump. His ass,
White man can jump.
His ass was above the wall.
White man can jump.
It was crazy. Great catch. It was so good to watch.
And then the next thing, it was so, he's my hero. Next inning, hits a home run right over Tatis's head, just like he did the last time they were in San Diego when he hit that go-ahead home run in extra innings.
It was an 0-2 pitch. He, I think, swung and missed on I want to say it was a slider. Either way, it was like dotted at the bottom of the zone. Then throws another slider off the plate or just below the zone, gets the call, so it's 0-2, and he's thinking, oh shit, they're trying to blow it by him, climbs a ladder, smokes a 96-mile-an-hour fastball right over Tatis.
That was definitely a mistake by Darvish.
They were trying to go there because that's where his miss has been,
right?
But it was definitely a miss because it was too much in the zone. I would say right at the top of the zone, probably would have gotten the call, strike 3. It needed to be about 4 inches higher.
Mookie went 2 for 4 in this one. Will Smith with a much better outing this time. He had the RBI double. He went 2 for 5. Peralta with an RBI double. He was 2 for 4, drove in 2.
Oh, yes. He had that little dribbler down the line.
Chris Taylor drove in 2. Outman drove in 2. Ahmed Rosario drove in 2 with that base hit down the line. This team is deep. They're able to move guys around. We saw a lot of defensive positioning and switching of that last night. So it's fun to watch. Doc Roberts is having a lot of fun with this roster, and you can't blame him.
Of course. I mean, it's so deep. He can do almost any move. I say almost because there's things obviously he won't do, but he can put guys almost anywhere he wants to be able to put them, and they're going to produce. They're going to have great defense. Mookie can play literally anywhere except catcher. I mean, he could, but I don't want him to. But put him anywhere in the infield, the outfield, he's going to have a great day.
Yep.
You put Kike anywhere. You put Taylor anywhere. Hell, dude, I guarantee if you put Freeman at third, he would have a great time. The benefit of the Dodgers lineup and how deep they are is the versatility. And the best ability is availability. It seems like most of these guys are staying healthy, other than when you get hit by a ball like Muncy just did on the wrist. So he's out for a little bit. Hopefully he'll come back soon. But you know what? It's not like we desperately need him.
Right.
So we're doing okay.
And then a little bit of base running last night, too. Like to see that. Outman with the stolen base. Rosario with the stolen base. Mookie Betts even stealing a base. His 8th of the year.
And he's not the kind of guy to really steal a lot of bases now. He's just trying to get on base and run after the ball's hit. You know what? But he is driving the ball right now. I was surprised he didn't hit a home run. But you know what? There's a new game today. Could happen. I think this is probably the fastest he's been after he gets 30. I think it's the fastest he's been to 30. Usually he'll get there by the end of the season, 1st of October. But it's August. The 1st of August. And he's already at 30.
Mookie's having a great year. And his average is all the way up to 284. So,
good. Wow.
Like that there. Freeman, no hits in this one, so his average dropped down to a measly 338.
Easily.
He's having a wonderful season.
Of course he is.
Bobby Miller only pitching into the 4th, but allowed just 1 run. Joe Kelly didn't allow a run. He went an inning in the 3rd. Vesia allowing a run. I still don't like to see him in a close ball game.
No.
I mean, eat up some innings for you, but do not bring him in a close ball game.
No.
Brazier with the win. He allowed nothing in 1 inning. Ferguson allowing a run in 2/3 of an inning.
Which is surprising because he's been their workhorse, but I mean, you can see why he's been the workhorse, so he's probably been overworked. But you know what? You can't be sharp every day, but he has been, I think, overall, other than Phillips, our best guy in the bullpen. I would love to see either him, Ferguson, or Phillips, and I'm okay.
And don't forget about Gratterall.
You know what? The last outing, I mean, he gets the first 2 outs in like 3 pitches, and then for some reason just lost it, could not find the zone. I just wish he was more consistent. And for some reason, his stuff plays, but he's not getting a lot of swing and miss this year. I don't know why. Oh well.
Phillips with the save, his 14th of the year. Still allowed to run, but finished it off. Dodgers winning this one 10-5. Padres are now 10 games back.
Sucks.
Saturday's game, it'll be Michael Grove taking on Blake Snell. I don't like seeing Grove starting a ball game. I think he needs to be a long relief guy. Bring him in low leverage situations.
Yes.
Let him eat some innings up for you in the bullpen. You know, I'd rather see Emmett Sheehan starting this ball game than Michael Grove.
Hell yeah. Him or, let Yarbrough come up. We just need more seasoned veterans to be able to go and get you 6-7 innings in a ball game. I think Grove is going to go maybe 3-4 innings tonight, and he's going to give up probably 3 runs. He's not the kind of guy to be able to just shut everybody down, so we'll see what happens.
Padres have not seen Michael Grove. The Dodgers have seen Blake Snell.
Of course.
He's had a lot of success against us in the past, but Dodgers picking up the win against him last time. And, this Dodgers team is hot right now. I like their chances tonight.
Yes.
Going in Sunday's game, it'll be Lance Lynn against an old friend who the Padres just acquired, Mr. Blister himself.
Mr. Blister.
Dick Mountain, a.k.a. Rich Hill.
Rich Hill, man. He was our guy, man. He was our, number 2 rotation guy for, those 2-3 seasons. Did great for us. Wasn't particularly sad to see him go, but you know what? For some reason, people still just want to keep paying him the money. Sign me up. I would.
He eats innings.
That's true.
He provides longevity. He provides a veteran presence on the mound. He makes other guys around him better just because of his experience and what he's been through in his career.
But he's old.
He's old. That guy's
A
old.
lot of miles on that arm.
A lot of miles on that arm.
You know what sucks about this game, though?
What's that?
It's on ESPN.
Yeah. Who do you think will interview this time? We're going to hear from Tatis, of course.
Or Machado.
Yeah.
So
Hopefully
annoying.
not him.
Oh, so annoying.
Can't stand that guy.
Let's see. I hope they interview Kike.
Yeah.
That's
my
my
Good
pick.
point. Good
I
point.
hope they interview Kike.
I think they will interview
Coming
Kike.
back, he's fun. He's just fun to interview.
I hope he brings back the rally banana.
Oh, that would be funny, dude.
I enjoyed the rally
That would be
banana.
funny.
Different team, but still.
Him or maybe even Lance Lynn after his start later in the game. We'll see.
Yeah, I can see that.
Mhm.
Good point.
I hope Kike. I hope it's Kike. That's my call.
Okay. All right. I like that. Moving on to Monday's game, the final game of this 4-game set.
4 games.
4-game set.
We gotta win them all.
It'll be the Catman, Tony Gonsolin, taking on Seth Lugo, who's had a pretty solid year for San Diego.
Yeah.
ERA right around 3.5. It hasn't gotten too much run support. His record's just 4-5. But his first year really as a starter, he started a little bit in New York, but was mostly used as a long relief guy.
Mhm.
Tony's got pretty good success against the Padres, but he's been struggling, so hopefully he can kind of really settle in this game early and get you 5-6 innings and kind of turn the tide and finish the year out strong.
That's what we need. Strong start. Help us out. Please. Please.
So, once again, the Dodgers are 3 games ahead of the Giants in the division. Arizona's now 7.5 back. Padres, not even worth talking about. They're not even in contention there. Dodgers, that run differential just keeps climbing up.
Yep.
Climbing up,
Over
climbing
100
up.
now.
They're really starting to settle in and find their identity as a team. They've won 4 in a row now. And going down the stretch, I think the depth pieces that they added are really going to come in handy.
Yes.
The pieces that they added are really going to add another layer to the success that this team was already having.
I agree. Great team. Now it's just even a little bit better of a team. I think they're going to be able to be more consistent. And that's what you need. You don't need to win every single game. Would be nice. But you need to win every single series from here on out. Because the Giants really aren't going to go away. The Giants are a team that were made for 162 games, just like the Dodgers. So that's why I knew it was going to come down to LA and San Francisco. Arizona falling off right now. Their run differential is now -5.
Losers.
It's telling you that they're giving up too many runs and they're not
Losers.
scoring enough runs right now.
And that they're losers.
Obviously, that goes without saying, but San Diego more of a loser, so hopefully we can just whip their butt, wipe that ass, and sweep them. So we got to win every single series from here on out and just put it to bed. Put it to bed.
Put it to bed. That does it for us here on Lad Talk. Guys, we'll catch you on the next one. As always, let's go Dodgers.
Adios.